What up?
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. I'm your illustrious host, Jerome Williams. I also got my good friend, Kendall.
Feel it.
How you feeling this week, Kendall?
I'm doing good, man. It's about to snow in Atlanta, so I'm used to that.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be for 3 seconds. So
Yeah, you ain't used to it in Atlanta.
They're shutting down the streets. I know, right? It's the first time.
Nah, I can only imagine how they handle snow down there. They got plows?
Nah, they don't. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't seen them. I know they don't have salt trucks. I know they don't got that, but I don't know because they just shut down. So, but I don't know how they do the plowing or any of that stuff. I'm not sure. We'll see.
That's crazy. I don't know how any city get along without no plows or no snow truck or no
Right.
snow side.
They just wait for that shit to melt. No,
Yeah.
I'm sure they got something.
It'll get hot enough eventually.
Yeah.
I also got my good friend Montre Brown in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Go Bucks.
Montre, how are you feeling this week, brother?
He's mute. You're muted, buddy.
I think he just realized that he needs to be thoroughly ready.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Blessed, man. Doing good, feeling good, like always.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of my meetings. Always muted.
Mm-hmm.
Like his work from home set up.
He works for Coca-Cola, guys.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Coca.
He works for Coca-Cola, guys.
Coca.
Also, Montre,
Can't put the real info out there.
Yeah, you doing anything? Any updates? Anything going on in your life that you need to let our listeners in on about? Besides, you're doing good. Because I don't think I believe that. I think you might be doing bad.
Nah, I'm doing very good. Very blessed.
Very blessed.
This is PG Trey.
PG Trey. Yeah.
Yeah, for 15 minutes.
Uh-huh. And our brother Blaze is MIA. I haven't heard from him. I hope everything's okay with him. We will find out if you decide
Got
to
his
make
head buried in some butt. That's what's going on.
in some butt.
Like when them what do they call ostriches when they put their head in the sand?
Yeah, put their head. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe he was getting his hair braided by a Dominican chick's feet. That's what I was thinking was going on. She was using
some strippers.
Using her big toe to plait his hair.
He's still at the strip club right now. That's what's going on.
Definitely, dog. Something's going on with him, dog. He don't normally miss the pod, so we definitely gonna have to go on the hunt for.
You're alive, sir.
Yeah, we definitely
make those jokes.
My fault. My pod light just went off on me.
Oh, you good, bro? You still look good, so
Pay your bill.
don't worry about it. Yeah, pay your light bill. He over there searching for some AAA.
I heard living La Vida Loca.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, you know what?
I'm out here in the mountains, Kendall.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I know. I play a lot of intro music on this podcast, man. But like, I don't think our listeners really know where we from, or if they've been outside. So let me go ahead and give y'all a little bit of this so I can set the tone for this podcast today. Hey dog, I would just like to shout out DJ Homer Blow. Hey dog, he used to have H2O rocking with Baby Drew. Dog, it was such good times, bro. Such good time. I'm not done with my set yet either.
And shout out to Big Hank because he produced a lot of them beats. Go ahead.
Straight up, I forgot all about Big Hank. Hold on, I got one more for y'all. Well, actually, I got a couple more for y'all.
Yeah. If I was you, I wouldn't get up. You don't want to jump. You don't want to see it, do you, Paul? I wish you would jump. You don't want to see it, do you, Paul? You ain't that drunk. If I was you, I wouldn't get up. You don't want to see it, do you, Paul? Now that the bankroll done piled up, niggas won't clown us. Did me and Cuckoo Cow give me walking something to be proud of? Tennis shoes or the dress shoes, barbecue or mildew, hotter than a pussy on the project prostitute. We don't pay no cover charges. I'ma get us in the club. Heard they got some naked bitches liquor and plenty drugs. Crowd wanna hear from me. Tell them where I come from, long as I don't have the up thing and dump on one of them young boys. Till the brother shake it hard. For the rude boy done got him. I'm in here razor sharp with a hat like my father. Whoever start that fat mouth and then jaws gon' get broke. Big nuts before this rap album, my balls been on the floor. I had so many keys, niggas round here wore snowsuits. Talking all that shit about who smoking and who dope tootin'. A lot of those got kicked in, I pissed all through the house. That same bitch was tongue kissing my dick all in the mouth. The ball headed superfly make him recognize game. For Caprice and police, if he fucking with my chains. You don't wanna get up, you here to get lumps. What up? You don't wanna see it, do you, punk? I wish you
let Cuckoo Kyle get some.
You don't wanna see it, do you, punk? I wish you would jump like you wanna get 'em up. You don't wanna see it, do you, punk? You ain't that drunk. Do you really want some? You don't wanna see it, do you, punk?
That's Cuckoo Cow Dog and Baby Drew. Who the fuck you thought was coming through, nigga? Hard off flawless raw, dipping on 22s. Paid plenty dues about the gate. Won't leave this game until I get a rose with the brains blown and my mama straight. The haters hate, dog, cause I'm lighting them up and still looking good. With condos all out in the hills, nigga, but stay in the hood. The game's been good for me, the game's been good for you. See, I can tell cause they swell them up for me like 4 for 2. We blew they wigs back with this one here, cause they don't wanna see me and Baby Drew do what we gon' do this year. I flew the coupe this year, 747 coast to coast, and I'm that nigga about the meal, nigga, who smoked the most. Fuck them petty pushers and jaw jackers, mad as fuck cause me and Drew done did our thing, nigga, and we the rawest rappers. Y'all better ask somebody what's up.
You don't want to see it, do you, punk? Hey, dog. Such good memories, dog. Hey, these young punks was not outside, fam. Y'all was
Never
not
fails.
outside, bro. And it was blasphemy for me to cut that song off early, but I'm gonna do it. I got one more for y'all, man. One more, and then I'm gonna be done. I'm sorry, listeners. One more. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. Sorry to any of our women listeners who might have been offended. But hey, listen,
love
dog,
you, ladies.
Yeah, we definitely love you, and this song kind of explains why we love you.
I hate you.
Unless you're related to us, but Mom, I apologize if you're listening now. Hey, dog, such good memories though. Dog, we were such tramps back in the day. Man.
Not listen, though. I can't believe they didn't really blow up like they were supposed to.
Me either, bro. Baby Drew, dog, them songs did not age bad. For it to be almost, what is it, like 20, 25 years?
At least 3 classics.
Mm-hmm. Well, almost 20 years, exactly. Them songs didn't age bad at all.
Nope.
Definitely would expect Baby Drew and Cool Cow to be a lot bigger than what they are.
Shout out to E40 and Be Legit for recognizing their prowess because they was on their albums back in 2000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or was that 99? Might have been 99. Well, no, it was 2000. 2000 was Powder was 2000. That's right.
Yeah. So, like I said, definitely.
Or 01. I think it was 2000. I don't know. Whatever. 2000 or 2001. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was saying definitely some Milwaukee classics right there. Them songs that raises damn near. I remember I used to think Baby Drew was the famous nigga in the world, and he lived right next door to my sister grandmother.
he was in Milwaukee.
He was.
Definitely.
He was in Milwaukee.
Hey, listen, our title was clickbait too. Blacks for Trump. Hey, I have no idea. I don't want to talk about this nigga. I don't even know if it's been 15. Yeah, I don't even know if it's been 15 minutes yet. But the song played enough cussing, so I guess we can go get right into it.
Yeah, you're well off the
off the algorithm right now. So whatever.
Don't tell me I can't cuss.
Hey, shut up. You can cuss now.
I've been on my best behavior for 15 minutes.
I think we did all right for the first 5 minutes.
Drew though. He's a great.
Yeah, I definitely had to play that.
Baby Drew over the algorithm was all messed
up.
Yeah,
it was definitely. Man, but it was definitely something. This is definitely something I want to talk about.
They putting this video at the bottom of the pile.
Right, like we're gonna call this a throwaway episode. But this is definitely something I want to talk about. Sidney Poitier. I saw a lot of people online, Twitter and specifically, and I don't know why I choose to go on Twitter and read people's opinion, but when we went real hard for Betty White as a coacher, and I get it, you know what I'm saying. Golden Girls was on TV; it was a nationally syndicated sitcom.
For being a friend,
yeah, you know, a lot of our grandparents listened to it, moms during the day. So if you was raised by your grandparents or something like that, you probably was familiar with the show. And plus, like it was still syndicated when the reruns were running. So, classic intro song. What was the one that was the Blanche? Was it Blanche, the one that was kind of hot for a gilf?
I think it was Blanche. Was her name. Yeah, Blanche was the hot ass. She was correctly going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I guess in that sense, you know, this is why people went so hard because they closely related to the material. But it was kind of disappointing, man, because I saw a lot of people standing for Betty, but when Sidney Poitier passed, like it was crickets, and then there was a lot of people, a lot of black women in particular, judging him because he married a white woman, which I understand. I mean, granted, that does carry a little weight, but his first wife was black, as we all know, if you don't know, this should be news to you. His first wife's back, which he has, I think, 4 kids with his first wife. And then he was very instrumental in the civil rights movement. So even though he might have had that stain on him or whatever, however you want to look at it from a cultural standpoint, as far as him marrying a white woman, he did was very influential in the civil rights movement. Him and Harry Belafonte actually gathered $70,000 to donate to the civil rights movement. For all y'all not familiar, Harry Belafonte was close friends with Dr. Martin Luther King. And the story of the $70,000 is something that him and Harry Belafonte donated to King's movement. And
probably how MLK got into white women.
You said probably why. Probably why. But
no, continue your point. You're definitely making a great point.
No. But yeah, it's just funny that, man. Like I don't feel like this country, even in death, we don't really give black men they just do. And and if y'all want to know what $70,000 might not sound like a lot, but at the time, Sidney Poitier was in 3 of the biggest movies at the time, so he basically risked his career to help the civil rights movement. Not only that, $70,000 in 1967 would have been $700,000 in 2022 with inflation. So that just lets y'all know how much money they actually donated to the civil rights movement. So I think we definitely need to be more respectful to our ancestors and black men in particular, because we all suffer from this condition called humanity, where we don't always make the proper decisions or do things from a moral standpoint in other people's eyes, man. But I don't think that gives us any reason just to shit on a person. You know what I'm saying? Because that's exactly how I feel like the youth has been doing, and they've been very disrespectful to the past. Sidney Poitier.
Yeah, not just him, just the past. Go ahead.
Yeah, they're idiots though.
Yeah, so, definitely. That's why we got to correct
him. Even you read some of this stuff, bro. Like he transformed how black people were portrayed on screen. Mm-hmm. First black actor to win the Academy Award for Best Leading Performance. First to be top of box office draw, bro. Come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Who gives a damn what you know what I mean? Like, seriously, bro. I hate him. You know how I feel about the young punks, bro.
Yeah.
Young generation.
Yeah. And Kendall, you was gonna make a point.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, especially like yes, like you said, they make decisions or whatever, but like you said, he stuck his neck out, and might have damaged his career, because like you said, I don't know, he might have even gotten typecast. He might have maybe had a lack of more roles as a result of sticking his neck out here. Look at today. Look at Colin Kaepernick. Mm-hmm. Everybody really wasn't necessarily aligning themselves with him when he was first saying what he was saying and making his statements. And now he looks like some, prophet, because now things are coming into fruition. You're seeing all this different stuff, but it's always been there. He was just making light of it. And then you see how they treated him, So look at how they talk about Martin Luther King. Some people talk about Martin Luther King. He wasn't even popular back in his day, when he was in his heyday. So it's always like that when you're a person that's trying to push for some level of change, where you're going to have some detractors or some people that's going to kind of say something about your legacy. So it's always going to be that. And like you said, it's Twitter. So, you take certain stuff with a grain of salt, but it's just very important to understand, like, they still were living in that time and they were still navigating the best way that they could, Mm-hmm. So that's just my take on it.
No, 100%.
And I don't know Sidney Poitier to bash, black women. So, mm-hmm. I mean, as long as that's just my thing. I feel like if you can date whoever the fuck you want, but like, just don't come out here bashing others for what your decision is. Just be with whoever you want to be with and leave it at that, So.
No, that's a fact. Because like I said, it's just crazy, man. Because you see, it was one instance where he was dating a woman, and she came out and said that he didn't feel that she could do anything for him as far as career wise, like projecting his career. So that was why he ended up with a white woman.
Was that him or was that Belafonte? I think that was.
Was that Belafonte?
I think it was Harry Belafonte when he was with Eartha Kitt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you might be right. You might be right.
And that's my point. Like, when you're saying that type of shit, like, if you really said that, bro, like, that's your problem.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That's your issue. That's your. If you think Eartha Kitt can't help you, you crazy. But at that time, he probably was like, I don't want to even be associated with, especially somebody like Eartha.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to damage my career. I don't. I'm worried about me and mine, or getting my money, or whatever. And I'm not saying that was his thoughts. I'm just saying, those type of scenarios, that's when I have a problem. Like, just leave it at that and whoever you dating with, but don't preface why you can't date Eartha versus some white woman that's supposedly going to help ascend your career.
Right. And it's probably a lot of people that feel like that, and I don't know if it's any, I mean I don't operate in that realm, so I don't know if it's any truth to your dating preference actually helping you in career wise and things of that nature. So I don't know if it's any truth to it, but it very well could be, and I don't know if he ever voiced that under a sound mind. He might have, but he might have been a little ripped and be like, you know what, you can't do nothing for me.
Right. We don't know how to say it.
Right.
Hey, she might have been too aggressive, bro. You remember, my guys, I'm not wearing any panties. She might have been too much for him, bro.
Very well possible.
Hey, Eartha was out of control.
But we do know how his son is. So
who Harry Belafonte?
Stephen Belafonte, yes.
Oh, how's he? I'm not familiar with him at all.
Yeah, he's a little abusive, but allegedly. He used to be with Mel B.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Spice Girls and all that. Yeah, he got a few stories out here with him. But again, I ain't speculating none of that. I'm just making, I just like to make jokes. But yeah, just, that's my only issue with it always. Like, whoever you're going to be with him. But, just no need to bash. You know what I'm saying? None at all. Especially a person like Eartha.
Yeah, no, definitely not at all. And it's just, we live in a generation now, man, where people don't allow you to grow as a human. That's why I was saying suffering from this condition called humanity, because the internet went nuts when they found out Maya Angelou was going to be on the quarter. Mind you, it's a slave master on the other side of the quarter. So it's not
right.
And then on top of that, man, Maya Angelou, she did change her lives later in her career, but she also started off as a sex worker. So if we want to hold Sidney Poitier to hit him later on marrying a white woman, then we got to kind of hold everybody to the same standards. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to shame Maya Angelou. You know what I'm saying? Because she was a great historical figure, you know what I'm saying? And she helped a lot of black women out with her poetry and her words and stuff like that. So I'm never shaming her, but I'm just saying, like, we got to stop with the what's the word I'm looking for, Kendall? The hypocrisy. That's what I'm looking for. We got to stop with that, man, for sure. I guess we can go ahead and move on to this next subject, because I thought this was pretty funny, man.
But I will say I am happy that she's on the quarter, because it is going to make some people angry.
Oh yeah, definitely. Regardless of who on the other side,
they're gonna grab that quarter and be like, "God damn it!"
Yeah. Can't believe
I want to trade these. Go to the bank. I want to trade these in.
Yeah, I can't believe they let this nigga on this quarter.
I want Jordan Washington on my quarters.
Hey, Trey, we I can't believe they don't let this here nigger coon on this goddamn quarter here. Cletus, how do you feel about that quarter there, Cletus? You go ahead and tell me.
Look, ain't gonna be no goddamn
quarters in my house. I never use a motherfucking quarter again. Goddamn, I tell you.
That's right.
I'll tell you, coon dog. I tell you right now. I go right there to the National Treasury, and I burn that some bitch to the ground.
We know you will.
I do it, goddamn it. I will do it, goddamn it.
Yes, they will. They've done.
They gonna melt them quarters down to make an iron throne.
They've done more for less, bro.
Hey, dog, if I see an iron throne full of quarters, dog, I would be crying. That would be hysterical. Hey, listen, dog. I don't know if y'all read this story about SNL blaming the spread of the Omicron virus on Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man's fault. Hey, that's his new villain.
The funny thing about it very well could be, because this is the highest gross, the third highest grossing film of all time.
Definitely a super spreader event.
Yeah, definitely.
Way to go, Spider-Man.
And all the films that I seen during the pandemic, they pretty much was being really responsible with social distancing and whatnot. Like, you would go in there and they would have assigned seats, and it would be seats blocked out where you couldn't pick. But not for Spider-Man. I was right next to a person with their shoes off during Spider-Man.
That's the Omicron. That foot smell.
Oh God, that foot smell was the Omicron. I just thought it was hysterical, because they had a character playing. I don't even know the actor's name that was playing Joe Biden, but they were saying stop going to see Spider-Man, because that's the reason the Omicron virus is spreading. But dude, that just speaks to Disney's power as a corporation, man. I don't know how they manage that. How they managed to stop theaters from social distancing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they released the film 2 days early. I saw it on a Thursday. The films normally drop on Friday. I saw it Thursday afternoon.
Is it on Disney Plus?
No, it's not on Disney Plus right now.
No,
they didn't do it. They stopped doing those. Because it became like a really big
Spider-Man went on there anyway because it's Sony, so they're not gonna put Spider-Man on Disney Plus anyway.
Right.
Well, no, I didn't know if they were doing it like how HBO Max is putting some of their movies.
They stopped. They didn't do it for Shang-Chi, Eternals, or the Spider-Man. So they stopped. They was getting complaints from the movie theater.
Yeah, because they were saying that basically they were stealing the profit. They would make more profit if the movies go to theaters, which
because think about it, when nobody went to the movies for that shit, bro.
Nah,
we stayed at the house.
And this the first movie that made $1 billion since 2019. The last movie to make $1 billion was Star Wars, the last one. I don't even know what episode it was. But the
Shang-Chi didn't hit $1 billion?
Nah, I didn't hit $1 billion. This is the first movie since 2019 to make $1 billion. Yeah. And Star Wars was the last one, but
well, you know why I didn't hit $1 billion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cletus, I done told you now.
We're still working on our on our interracial relations outside of the sexual portion.
Cletus, I told you, we ain't going to see no damn Shang-Chi and we ain't spending no goddamn quarters, Cletus.
Listen, could you picture, the racist whites in their homes, kids, Marvel fans, and they like,
turn it off!
We ain't going to see them. Nah.
Mm-hmm. No, but that, but yeah, also another reason why Shang-Chi didn't make $1 billion is because the actor Simu Lee, he's the lead in Shang-Chi. He had some controversy in China. He was speaking against communism.
Speaking out against
communism, and they was not trying to hear that. So
can't do that.
Yeah, and China is one of Disney's biggest, NBA, Disney, pretty much everything we make over here in America, one of the biggest consumers, and the reason why these movies be making over $1 billion. But yeah, and I don't know
China.
I don't know when people gonna learn, man, to leave people alone with six packs. Like if I got a 6-pack and I can do a backflip, why would you mess with me, fam? like I'm speaking about Jason Derulo. I know we a little bit behind on it because we didn't pod last week. But for all y'all who not familiar, people were talking about Jason Derulo. There's a video that surfaced of him in the airport, a fan calling him Usher and him lashing out in anger. This is I spoke to this a couple weeks ago where I was talking about us being nice to people because you don't know what people are dealing with during the pandemic. And to me, I don't think it was the fact that he got called Usher that made him lash out like that. I listened. I watched several of the videos when it happened live, and the dude was like, "What up, Usher? You punk bitch!" And that was when Jason Derulo spazzed out. And if
I didn't even know about this. Oh, I've seen it, but I never read into it. Hilarious.
Yeah. He called him. He called him a bitch, and we say it all the time, man. You cannot call somebody a bitch, or you cannot tell.
Especially a black man.
Especially a black man. You can't offer somebody. You can't invite
especially a black man born before the 90s.
Exactly, and you can't invite them to your to your private part. If you're gonna invite somebody to your private part, you might as well get ready to fight. So I believe that dude deserved all the fistments that he got. he beat his ass. Yeah, he beat his ass, and he definitely deserved that. So stop calling people bitches. Leave Jason Derulo alone.
And it was easy money too. Like,
yeah, leave Jason Derulo
because he can hit a note, he can't fight.
Right. Listen, that man has a 6-pack. I've seen him do a backflip. He can dance. I would not want to fight any of them niggas. It's gonna be a long day for you because for one, you know that cardio is intact.
Hey, listen, you gotta knock him out with that first hit. If you don't, it's over for you.
Mm-hmm. It's 100% over.
God, be that fucking
stamina is the word of the day.
What'd you say? What was the word of the day?
Stamina.
Hey, dog, y'all, dude, both of y'all over there sipping plenty of green tea and echinacea and shit, dog. What are y'all doing?
Oh, this is alcohol.
Oh. No, I ain't had no alcohol.
As is this.
I ain't had no alcohol since December 13th. This is what I've been on right here.
My man, congratulations.
I've been drinking pure water, dog. Like that was
lose that weight. Stay away from sugar.
Exactly. I'm off the sugar and alcohol. It's pure water for the rest of 2022.
I'm having a Vizzy.
You having a what?
A Vizzy.
What is that?
Hard seltzer, antioxidant, vitamin C. Right here.
Oh, a fizzy. Bro, you gonna get your ass red. You over there?
Vizzy.
You might as well be drinking what's some things them white women be drinking, dog? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The seltzer water.
The seltzers.
White Claw.
White Claw. Why does the claw have to be white, my brother?
Hey, antioxidant, vitamin C.
I hate them.
Yeah.
Tizzy.
Man, and this was a story.
A little tequila in that later.
This is a story I didn't know anything about, but apparently there was a hostage situation in the Dallas-Fort Worth area yesterday, but we were too busy watching Kanye West try to attend his 4-year-old's birthday party. That might have been a hostage situation.
Hilarious pictures, by the way.
Yeah, that might have been a hostage situation as well.
We're going to break this and figure out it together.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, he said Travis Scott the one who gave him the address.
Yeah, possibly.
you done dry snitched.
Yeah.
Gotta keep that on the low, man. Travis already
in hot water.
Right. No, Kanye made a video after the party and said, shout out to Travis for giving me the address. He been hiding. He been hiding behind his billionaire Kylie. He in the house.
Hey man, I don't know how y'all feel.
Can y'all imagine Kylie walking in the room and just looking at him?
Yeah.
While he playing PS5 or something?
I know you can't work right now.
You know, as soon as Kanye got there, he left.
Hey, and not only did he leave, he left in auto-tune.
Yeah. He pulled an HP. I'm gonna be right back.
I'll be right back. Oh God.
Hey, shout out to HP. He is the leaving master, bro. He just disappeared.
I'll be right back. Yeah, all right. See you tomorrow.
I ain't never seen a 300-pound man just turn sideways and disappear. That nigga is a ninja.
He hit it, bro. Yes, I'll be right back. All right, HP. We see you tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
For those unaware, HP was on our financial freedom sessions a long time ago, but he was also a wonderful Milwaukee rapper as well in his heyday. Shout out to him.
Yeah, phenomenal rapper. I'll get to some of his music one day on the spot. I think I played some in the past before.
He's also a person. If you invite him to the party, he'll only be there 15 minutes.
And he's out of there. But I want to stay on this too long. But hey, do y'all think what y'all think about Kanye West moving across the street from Kim?
I just thought it was. I thought it was. Go ahead.
I thought it was especially after I watched the interview on the reasons, bro. He just want to be right next to his kids, bro. You know what I mean?
No. We know what he said, but I want to get your opinion on how do you feel about him moving across the street from it?
I had no issue with it whatsoever, bro.
I don't have an issue. It's just fucking hilarious. Like I'm not moving.
It is hilarious.
I'd be maybe a couple blocks down or something. Yeah, same neighborhood. I ain't moving across the street though. But But I thought it was hilarious. Yeah, I don't take it as like he's stalking the family or I make jokes about that shit, but I don't. I hope that's not
he basically on some you not about to tell me I can't see him. Like you ain't finna. He trying to control the narrative, which I definitely understand.
Yeah, so. We talk about black fathers being present a lot, and I think that was a big move for him to do that. Because and then we know the real estate in Los Angeles, man. He probably wanted to be close to his kids, and that probably was the only property for sale. And it just so happened to be across the street, or the one that was willing to budge, because they was talking about what he offered over the price to get them to sell that house, which was very significant. I think it was like. I don't quote me here, but y'all can look it up. It was a very significant amount over the value of the house in order for him to buy that house. I just thought it was I thought it was dope. I didn't think it was him not trying to be give Kim her space and whatnot, but I just thought it was dope because then that way he can continually be present for his kids. Because I for one have taken an hour and 45 minutes to go 20 miles in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is the traffic there is ridiculous, so you definitely want to be somewhere close if you have a sharing arrangement with your children. It's like straight up.
Yeah.
So that was just my thoughts about that. Like I said, I didn't want to stay on it too long, but that was my thoughts about that.
But like, why she didn't invite him though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know why? Bitter ex-wife.
Yeah.
Like regardless,
that's crazy.
Regardless of what people say,
maybe she knew he was going to dress up as Blade.
All right, yeah, because that was a very terrible outfit he had on.
It's California. I mean,
he always got the terrible outfits on, so she's been used to that for years.
I know what you did last summer.
Hey, dog, that definitely looks like I know what
Are those the boots?
No, them was his. I think them was some Balenciaga boots he had on, dog. Oh my god.
He woke up and was like, "Shit, we know what? We finna dress like Scream today."
No, that's Fishman, dog. Stop playing.
And that outfit Kanye West had on probably cost nothing less than $50,000 too.
Right.
It was horrible.
Which is insane.
He pulled up on the Harley and shit.
Mm-hmm. He definitely had on some
ass. Harley rider.
He definitely had on some
ass. That's next on the list. Y'all know that's coming. He gonna have a Harley.
Oh, he definitely
gonna be parked out right off across the street from Kim.
He definitely had on some assless chaps. Y'all ain't let me get my joke off.
My bad.
Definitely had on some assless chaps. Pure Prince.
But let's talk about this hostage. It's unfortunate hostage situation in DFW. Luckily, no one was harmed. So before I report on this, no one was harmed. But yesterday, apparently, a man took a synagogue hostage. We're not sure exactly what he was armed, and we don't know.
Yahoos.
Yeah, we don't know his name because they didn't release it. But the FBI, they had their. I think it was an anti-hostage. Let me see. I'm pulling up the article here, y'all. Give me 1 second. And okay, so yeah, FBI hostage rescue team breached the synagogue at 9 p.m. local time. Rescued the hostage. Miller and the FBI Dallas special agent in charge, Matt DeCerno, confirmed the suspect was dead in a shooting incident, but did not provide specifics. So that's pretty much all we had. But luckily, no one was harmed. And they said that he had a note where he was wanting an Al Qaeda, somebody that had ties to Al Qaeda free from prison, Air Force prison. So that's pretty much all I had on that. But luckily, nobody was harmed. I just thought it was crazy because, like I said, with all the Kanye West news going around, this went under the radar. It was like it just kind of skated by. Just so happened somebody sent it to me in the group chat yesterday. But prayers to those people affected, because regardless of the fact that if anybody was hurt or not, that definitely is a traumatizing situation.
Y'all gotta get past this shit, man. Like, y'all still out here scared of the Muslims? Like, come on, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. No. Synagogue. I'm geeked.
Right.
Jews.
Jewish people. Yeah.
Like the Jews are still the dangerous
point.
people. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all gotta get past this shit. Is 1653. Like, come on, man. Let's get after Christ. Straight
up. Kendall, I think I'll let you take the next one, because did you talk about this one? This LAPD hunting Pokemon?
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes. So, I'll just let me read off the title for y'all, just so y'all can understand how funny this is. LAPD officers fired for hunting Pokemon and ignoring burglary denied appeal. All right. So this is an article in PC Magazine. Literally, there were 2 Los Angeles cops fired for failing to respond to a robbery in progress because they were too busy trying to catch them all, as they say. They were denied their appeal by an LA County court. The cops' names are Luis Lozano and Eric Mitchell. They were searching for Snorlax in the game Pokemon Go instead of providing backup at a nearby mall robbery. So according to the California Court of Appeals ruling that they were found guilty on multiple counts of misconduct, quote unquote, based on their recording that was captured, they willfully willfully abdicating their duty to assist a commanding officer's response to a robbery in progress and playing a Pokemon mobile game while on duty. The officers, like I said, appealed it because they felt that their rights were violated by denying them their protections of the Public Safety Officers Procedural Bill of Rights Act, whatever. So they claimed that they did not hear the call when the captain, originally when they made the call out, I don't know if it was like a lieutenant or whomever, despite multiple attempts for the communication. After the communications were made, a second attempt to contact the cops, the officers then Officer Lozano asked Mitchell, he said, he's like, should we respond? And then Mitchell's response, it says, it's up to you, whatever you think. I don't want them to think we're not paying attention to the radio. So then Lozano responds, oh, screw it. And then they continue to just play Pokemon Go, which is fucking hilarious. So the petitioners then made no attempt to respond over the radio. 5 minutes later, Mitchell alerted Lozano that Snorlax, just popped up. For those that you don't know what the hell Pokemon is or whatever, it's a I'm sure you've seen this game, but they're little animals or whatever. They come out of these Pokeballs and they fight each other. It's, whatever. But Snorlax is just one of the Pokemon that they were looking for, because I guess it's maybe this is some sort of Pokemon that's rare to find in the streets of the mean streets of LA. So Snorlax just popped up at 46th and Limerick. So they spent the next 20 minutes discussing Pokemon while driving to different locations to catch the creatures for augmented reality from the augmented reality mobile game. When they were questioned as to why they were not playing, when questioned or not whether or not they were playing the game, they said they were just, quote, having a conversation about the game, and they were taking screenshots for tracking so that they can share with their friends. So I just kind of want to talk about this real quick and say, like, notice how, like, it's really the reason why they got fired is because they didn't respond to their captain. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't so much about them playing the game. It wasn't so much that, it was you ignored me, so now I'm gonna have to, reprimand your fool ass. If they would have, the reality to me is if they would have shot somebody, if somebody would have got popped or whatever, they would have faced less reprimand than ignoring your captain. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was crazy because, if they would have shot someone, it would have been BAU. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to bring up that article because I thought it was both funny and also crazy. Of course, it's not funny that there was a robbery and hopefully nobody was shot because they didn't talk about the robbery at all. So I'm assuming nothing really happened. But I mean, it's just, come on, man. Like you just ignore your captain. And I mean, there's something really going on and you'd rather catch Pokemon? Like that's insane.
I just titled the segment "Pokemon Get the Fuck Out of Here." GTFO.
Pokemon Go was one of the officers named Jerome Williams.
All right, dog. Listen, hey, dog,
nope. Mr. Lozano. Hold on, let me go back.
Hey, I love Pokemon.
I know Eric Mitchell, and then it was Officer Eric Mitchell and Luis Lozano. That's the name. So Luis Jerome Williams Lozano.
Hey, dog, I love Pokemon, dog, but listen, dog, I'm not putting my career in jeopardy.
That's what you're doing on the job. That's what's going on.
Rome said I do mine on my 15-minute break.
Rome's like, I already got Snorlax.
I already got Snorlax.
I got Pikachu. Everybody.
All right, dog, that's hysterical. But though, listen. Y'all talking about Pokemon Go, dog. Imagine when we get the metaverse and niggas got the goggles on watching porn at the gig.
Cops have been about to die. They're not gonna help us. They're gonna be in the metaverse, man. They're gonna be sitting in their cars.
Hey, listen, y'all might as well get
Pokemon through the metaverse.
Y'all might as well get y'all guns and stuff now. And prepare to protect yourselves because this is a cell phone game. Y'all keep asking about the metaverse.
Police your community, America.
Police your community.
Pretty soon we're not gonna have none.
And man, and not only do we have horrible climate conditions now because of rain seeding and global warming, now China has decided to make an artificial sun for some damn reason. Like we needed that.
Yes. I'm not sure why. Yeah, they definitely are moving into this, but there is somewhat of a reason. I'm not sure of the sun portion of it, but there is something going on with this. So
yeah, I gotta let you go ahead and break that story.
There is an article in Smithsonian Magazine. So like he said, China has finally they have a world record for recording their, quote, artificial sun project, which has sustained a nuclear fusion reaction for more than 17 minutes. So that's really what it is. It's boiled around is the nuclear fusion portion of it. So superheated plasma reached 126 million degrees Fahrenheit. That's roughly 5 minutes hotter than the sun, which is insane. So it radiates a scorching 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit and at the surface and about 27 million degrees Fahrenheit at its core. So coal and natural gas are the primary energy sources, as we all know, for where we reside. And they're pretty much is used around the world, but obviously the materials are limited. So that's why they're moving into nuclear fusion, which is the cleanest source of energy that they found so far, because it replicates the sun's physics by merging atomic nuclei to generate large amounts of energy into electricity. So the process requires no fossil fuels, or radioactive waste. It's pretty clean, and it's a safer alternative to what they call fission nuclear power.
What's that? Do you know what that stands for?
Huh?
Do you know what that means?
Fission?
Yeah.
Fission is It's just another form of nuclear power.
Okay.
Yeah. So the heat allows researchers to replicate the intense gravitational pressure within a star's core. So at these high temperature, the atomic nuclei inside what they call a tokamak will begin to smash together and release energy that can be used for electrical power. So they keep the plasma contained at intense temperatures, like we just said earlier, without leakage. However, it's been proven that to be extremely challenging. So scientists have been working to harness the energy for over the last 70 years. They've been working with nuclear fusion. I'm sure y'all have seen it, whether it's in your cartoons or any type of your sci-fi movies. They've always been talking about nuclear fusion. So that's really what this is. So currently, China's East reactor is being used to test technology for an even bigger tokamak reactor under construction in France. And they're in collaboration with over 35 other countries. The International Thermonuclear Experimental Reactor, or ITER, is that they call it. It'll be the world's largest nuclear reactor. The United States, United Kingdom, China, India, and all states in the European Union are involved in the project, and it's set to release in 2025. So it's also the world's most powerful magnetic field, which is 280,000 times as strong as the Earth's own core. So that portion of it to me is scary because now y'all doing a little too much. But again, nuclear fusion is the reason that they're moving towards this, trying to create some other source of energy. I guess I don't know if maybe the sun's on its way out. No, I'm just playing. That's just more so an alternative to energy. So I'm not as afraid, but it's still a little scary considering, y'all doing a little too much. But nuclear fusion is the goal.
Yeah. Either they trying to create an Iron Man suit with a mini arc reactor, or these niggas is low key trying to make a bomb and get us the fuck up out of here.
And we're all gonna die. But I see them. If it's the union that's working together with them, I can see if this was like a solo project. The sun thing is strictly China.
Yeah.
But the actual project that they're working on with ITER, that's the only thing that kind of like, okay, I'm not too worried because they're all in on it. So unless you're just gonna blow us up and then move to Mars with Elon.
And or like to my point, we do know artificial intelligence is on the rise, so maybe they preparing for a machine takeover, and we're gonna all have to move to Zion.
Maybe the sun is for the machines, and we're almost out of here.
Right, man. Hopefully it's no ill intent, but that's some pretty crazy science. Pretty crazy science.
China, y'all been tripping lately, so hold on, slow down.
Yeah, please slow down. Hey, I found on a few. I've been doing a little bit of research on antiviral treatment, like things you can take and eat to help your body sustain. Because I've noticed a lot of people are getting COVID, and I really didn't want to talk about this, but this might be some useful information to help some people out. I'm not going to talk about it right now. I'll probably bring it up on the next podcast, but I know it's been going through my family and friends like crazy. So I have been doing some research that I want to give y'all some over-the-counter stuff that y'all can take and some things y'all can eat to help y'all recover from the post-viral syndrome of having COVID and not feeling so exhausted all the time. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll probably get that to y'all shortly. But like I said, not on this episode. I guess we can move on to our next subject because this kind of is in the same realm. Some things you can do to help prevent COVID, and Kendall, you can take this one as well.
Yes, so there is another article in Forbes. It's pretty much circulating everywhere right now because they're still doing some testing. But I'll read off the title. Study finds cannabis compounds prevent infection by COVID-19 virus. Okay, I'll start off. So compounds in cannabis can prevent infection from the virus that causes COVID-19 by blocking its entry into the cells, according to a study that was published by Oregon State University. So the report on the research finds that cannabinoids block cellular entry of the SARS-CoV-2, which is the actual strain, and the emerging variants. So Omicron, and what's the other one that we have right now?
Delta.
I forgot the other one.
The Delta variant.
Omicron and a Little Fizz. Which was published online on Monday by the Journal of Natural Products. So the researchers found that two cannabinoid acids commonly found in hemp of cannabis, which are I'm trying to get these here, I've been trying to pronounce these correctly all day. Cannabigerolic, I think that's how it's pronounced, acid, or CBGA, we'll just say that, and cannabidiol. Okay, I'm done with it. As also known as CBDA. So CBGA and CBDA can bind to spike protein of the SARS-CoV virus that caused COVID-19, or SARS-CoV-2. That's what they call it. So by binding to the spike protein, the compounds can prevent the virus from entering the cells and causing infection, potentially offering new avenues to prevent and treat the disease. Now, smokers, not so fast. These compounds, quote, can be taken orally and have long history of safe use in humans. So the reason why they're pretty much just testing, through ingesting is because it's done at a school in Oregon. So, which is weird to me because I thought Oregon has basically free reign for illicit drugs, but whatever. So they're not taking it in the forms of testing with people that smoke it. It's more so just been ingesting. I think they did licorice, some other form of edibles. Let me see, quote, these compounds can be taken orally and have a long history of safe humans. They have the potential to prevent as well as treat infection produced by the hemp and plant as precursors to CBD and CBG, which are familiar to many consumers. However, they are still different from the acids and are not contained in hemp products. So it's like just edibles. They also have capsules that they're using. I think it was like licorice and other forms of edibles that they're testing, and I'm sure smoking might become something different. But the point is if you burn the marijuana, it changes the content. So it's different from baking it or whatever. So that's why they're just saying the raw cannabis itself, that's why they're ingesting it with capsules or what have you. That's, it's kind of like with your vegetables. If you cook the vegetables too much, then you might lose the nutrients inside the actual veggie. So I think it's the similar kind of thing, but we'll see what happens. Maybe you got edibles now and, that might work for you.
Right.
Or
and that's always been the healing factor of cannabis anyway. They always said that the real way to get that healing factor of it is to ingest it as food.
Yep.
You have to cook it in food. Yeah.
Yep.
So
age patient.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
But yeah, it's just and I was actually I want to get him on the podcast. I talked to you about him. This guy that I met. Where he grows vegetables, bro.
Hydroponic. He has a hydroponic.
Hydroponic garden. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually have his card and everything. I told him I was going to get with him so he could come on. He's actually the one who was breaking that down to us because he said, I'm not against cannabis or marijuana. He said, but I don't smoke it. He said, I don't put that in my body. And he said, you have to eat it if you're really going to get the healing nutrients out of it. You have to actually eat it, make it in the food, cook it in the food. And he said, I'm for that. You know what I mean? He said, but I won't smoke it or anything like that because he said the same thing you did. It just changes the compound of it. So,
yep. So yeah, it's definitely it's on the earth for a reason. I mean, I'll just say that. And there's other things that, if we could just decriminalize it federally, I think there's a lot of benefits that can be towards, the study of it. Like you said, without the smoking, because anything you smoke, any smoke inhalation is just bad for your lungs regardless. It doesn't matter what kind it is. So, but obviously it's just not as bad as nicotine or tobacco, for example. But it still is an issue. But I love that they're looking into it, and hopefully, like I said, they just decriminalize this all across the board from a federal standpoint. Because again, we need to live in, after Christ. We need to really stop acting like this is some category 1 drug and it's worse than alcohol and all. Like we literally, I'm drinking right now. Clearly, this is way more poisonous than a cannabinoid. So yeah, we just need to change how we look at certain things.
Facts. No, I'm glad you brought that up because I've been noticing that white people, they've been on a tear with these cannabinoid butters and cannabis cookbooks and everything like that. So to see that we actually go ahead. What are you about to say, Trey?
Bro, I live in a place in Nebraska. You will see signs on the highway telling you do not smoke weed, how evil it is, how bad it is. But this is a very big place for meth. People die off meth, and they treat meth like cigarettes, but marijuana is like the devil.
Exactly.
Seriously, that's how it is here. I'm dead serious. Yeah,
and that's how it is in this country.
And we border Colorado. They literally have B-Tex cops waiting to see if you're gonna go to Colorado, buy some from the store, and come back in Nebraska, bro.
Yeah,
but meth is insane here. You know what I mean? Like, obviously killing you. You know what I mean? Like, and they treat that like a cigarette stuff.
Yeah, we know what
and they still have. I don't know any reports that show death related to marijuana use. Now there could be something related to, like, you know, if you have a heart attack or you have, you know, something as a result of, you know, smoke getting in your lungs or something. Maybe there's some studies for that, but just direct correlation with marijuana itself, there are none, you know, that I've seen, you know, or that I've come up. So it's like I said, we just think backwards sometimes, and it's just you got to get past that. Whether you for it or against it, or you smoke all the weed or you don't or whatever, you know, it's you know, if it's a benefit, use it. You know, AIDS patients use it to stimulate hunger. Cancer patients use it. People with seizures, who have seizures, certain levels, certain seizures people have it. They smoke, all of a sudden the seizures go away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's night and day, but there are some that have. You can literally see, there's videos, you can pull it up on YouTube, things like that. And I'm not saying go down the YouTube rabbit hole, do your research, but there are benefits to these things, you know, and they just we need to be at that point now where you should use it for that. You know, you used to test fucking cocaine back in the day. Cocaine was literally in Bayer aspirin back in the day. So it's just you know, y'all were testing with that. So it's like, come on, man. Yeah, we got to get past that.
America doesn't like cannabis and doesn't like marijuana for the same reason it doesn't like black men: marketing.
And we can't arrest the Negroes if we legalize that Mary Jane.
Right.
I think they even changed the name marijuana because it had like I think marijuana is a Mexican term. Yeah. And then they changed it because just to make it a little bit more, you know, it's Mexican, it's that dirty Mexican weed, or you know, that kind of shit. Like, I think that's where even that whole term even came from, but they changed it.
What's the what was the movie that they came out? Was it Marijuana Madness?
Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness. Yeah, that was the marketing movie that they used to demonize
straight propaganda.
Straight propaganda to demonize cannabis. And like I said, the Birth of a Nation was the very first film they used to demonize black men. So marketing is a huge reason why we feel a certain way towards certain things in this country. And even to my point as far as earlier when we were talking about Sidney Poitier and the reason why, like I said, marketing. It's all about marketing.
And there were literal sayings where they'd be like, if the blacks get a hold of the weed, they're going to rape the white women. Like, first of all, we're too high to be doing any of that. Second of all, black men don't need to rape anybody. They make that decision. That's just your bad choice, buddy. But they ain't got to do all that. Trust me.
Yeah, facts. But man, y'all got anything else to add for this before we wrap this thing up here?
No, sir. Go Bucks. Even though we lost last night to Toronto.
Yeah, straight up, go Bucks. Go.
Toronto has our number.
Definitely go Bucks. You see, I can't represent today, Kendall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got to slide back a little bit. Our banner is covering you up, Trey. I can see you, but the listeners can't.
Little Bucks. Go Bucks.
There you go.
That shit fire.
We want to welcome Jerome back too. He went missing for 3 days, y'all. He couldn't find him.
He was sick. He had Omicron.
Nah, I ain't no damn Omicron.
He did.
He had a Mario. He had a little fizz.
No, my ass was on lack of sleep. That's what I was on.
And he had no edibles to heal him.
That's right. You had a little fizz lesson.
Jerome missed my birthday, y'all. Everything. I thought he went a little crazy, man. Somebody at the post office got to him. Hey, just so you know, Ron, we had the money to bail you out. You good, bro?
No, I know y'all did, man. No, I was exhausted, bro. You know, I just was Halo is ruining my life, dog. I'm telling you.
That's a fact.
Listen, bro, like that between that and my family, bro, is ruining my life.
I think the family part is
the family ain't ruining my life, but they helping aid in my exhaustion. But man. Right. But yeah, listeners, hey, listen, just before we start our useless banter section, listeners, I'd like to thank y'all for tuning in. I actually got something new that I want to bring to y'all. I'm gonna start releasing playlists in conjunction with our podcast every week. So I'll be posting them in the link of this podcast. Actually, and along with that Forbes article for the the cannabis prevention, COVID prevention. So I'll be posting that in our articles, our description of this podcast. Because for some reason, I guess we have to hit a certain amount of subscribers before we can actually have an active community section on YouTube. So once we hit that subscriber mark, with y'all help, like I said, share, like this podcast and subscribe. Once we hit that certain amount of subscribers, then we can actually have an active community section. So everything that we talk about in this podcast can be posted there. But as of right now, we don't have access to our community section, so we just got to keep this thing going and grow it. And we actually leaving a lot of money on the table by playing y'all music, but we want to keep y'all entertained, because that's not something that YouTube natively allows, but who gives a shit? So I want to get it's all. This
is America.
This is America. It's America.
I care YouTube.
Yeah, we care. I'm
done.
But yeah, eventually we're gonna have to stop playing music. Eventually we're gonna have to stop playing music at the beginning, so y'all gonna have to go listen to the audio form to see what we rocking with. But yeah, the playlist will be in the description of each episode of this podcast going forward. So listen there. And like I said, like, share, and subscribe. We also available everywhere. I'm about to get us on Amazon Music. That's the next place I'm going to get us syndicated to. But we pretty much everywhere. So anywhere you listen to podcasts, make sure y'all find us. It's Unlabeled with Jerome Williams and Kendall Washington. Y'all should be able to find us.
Also, happy birthday, Mary J. Happy birthday, Trey. Happy birthday, Martin Luther King.
Facts, because because this will be released on MLK Day, so y'all will hear that.
And do something tomorrow on MLK Day, even though it's not his birthday. Yesterday was his birthday, but do something on MLK Day. Do some sort of act of service. Don't just sit around and lay on your ass, even though that's probably what I'm gonna do. But do something.
Hypocrisy at its finest.
I'm gonna get out here.
But outside of that, if y'all want to support black businesses, to make the barrier entry easier for y'all, Target does have a specific section for black creators. So yesterday when I went in there, because we going into Black History Month and MLK Day, they had a whole section dedicated to black creators, and they have which designers is from, their bags. They have birthday cards out there. They had designer bags, dresses, things for the ladies, all type of stuff out there. Books for the kids. All type of stuff. So if y'all looking for somebody to support Target, and Target's been doing this for a while. They were one of the first corporations to have Bevel, which is a black-owned hygiene company in there.
And still there.
Yeah, still there, exactly, in their store. So yeah, Target's been at this for a while. So we want to kind of point y'all in the direction of supporting black things. So yeah, definitely check out Target.
Bevel is amazing, by the way. I just shaved today.
The bevel was nice. I used to use really good. I used to use to shave my head, but I got a different system now. But it was even nice back then. I wish I'd had it in the military. I probably wouldn't be rocking a beard right now. But I didn't have it when I was in the military, so that did not help with my skincare treatment. But man, if y'all ain't got nothing else to add, we're gonna put a button on this thing.
Yeah, I love Mary J. So MLK.
Definitely. And I'm ready for a versus with Mary J. Blige. I want to see her obliterate whoever she goes.
I told you it's gonna be Mary J. and Jay-Z.
Yeah. Listen, and Jay-Z and everybody talking about Jay-Z. Jay-Z gonna have a long day.
I don't want nobody to win. I just want to hear them songs.
Yeah. That'll be fire, bro. But it's gonna be a problem if Mary J. go up against anybody. And we putting a stamp on that right now. So listen, it's gonna be a long day. Mary J is gonna watch whoever she go up against.
Hey, I just want to say this real quick. So I do Uber on the side to pay some loans off in my car. Mm-hmm. And so it was a dude I picked up. He didn't know any English, bro. Mm-hmm. And like he even told me, because I asked him a question. He was like, I don't really speak English that well. And I'm like, okay. And then so I was playing different music, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, today's Mary J's birthday. This is like 3 days ago. So I play the song what's the name of it? Real Love, the remix with Biggie.
Yeah.
How good is Real Love?
As soon as the shit came, be like that shit. Mm-hmm. As soon as it came on, bro, he just started bobbing his head, and he was trying to like say some of the words. I said, like, he don't even know English, but he know this Mary J.
You know the Mary J, dog. Yeah.
He knows Mary J, bro. That was hilarious. He didn't bob his head to no other song, bro. But as soon as the Mary J came on, he was feeling that shit immediately. I'm
about to deliver a scathing hot take. I think Mary J will watch Beyonce.
Oh man, hey. I mean, I won't say wash because I like, I fuck with Beyonce. But hey, man, I don't know. I don't think anybody can beat Mary J. Bro. Not alive.
I don't think nobody gonna beat her though. But Beyonce got a lot of good songs.
She got some songs, but she ain't got them.
She ain't got them Mary J. She ain't. You got to remember what how early Mary J. Connected with women. Like she connected with women.
She ain't beating her. I just don't think she'll watch her. But she ain't
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like she'll watch it, but I think she'll beat her.
Oh, she for sure gonna beat her.
Yeah,
you ain't wrong. I mean, I'm not saying you probably right about Wash. I just, I'm gonna give Beyonce some, the benefit of the doubt. But man, Mary J digging that what's the 411 bag? It's gonna be
because I ain't even gonna hold you. Like we all love Beyonce. We all love what she stands for and everything. When was the last time you heard somebody riding around playing Beyonce music, or when it's to somebody's crib and they playing Beyonce? Besides the remakes to that Earth, Wind and Fire song that she got that I hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I got you.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, Mary J. You can still hear Mary J. records playing everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Yeah, I think Mary J. I just think she's gonna watch anybody. But
true though, because Mary J. used Beyonce more so in the club. So, like you said, the song with the
Earth, Wind and Fire remake.
Earth, Wind and Fire remake. Yeah. Like them, something like that. Yep. Or the Single Ladies might pop in every now and again. But like you said, Mary J. That's getting played everywhere from the house to the elevator music to the, so.
And don't hear Mary J. at Walmart playing over there.
Now I'm telling you.
Don't let me bring up hateration and holleration in this dancery.
That's right. That damn dancery. Y'all better chill out and respect that queen.
Put some respect on that name, bro.
Yeah.
But 50 Cent got her a whole little cameo.
Straight up.
You can do whatever you want, Mary. Action.
Right.
Hey, man. But listen, we appreciate y'all, man. And we will see y'all again next week with another episode of Unlimited Podcast. Peace.
Holla.